So I just hopped on the server, but we have to make a run to Rue's house because Tashi made something for he and Rue put it on some helmets for us. So let's go check this out. Okay. Oh!
Look at that.
Oh, I love it!
Yeah, take this. Take
Thank
the
you,
diamond
thank you,
helmet.
thank you. Oh my goodness.
Wait. Wait, look at. Oh my god.
Oh
Wait,
my
let me take a screenshot.
god!
No, stay. Look at me so the pearl doesn't look up. There you go. Okay. Let me center up. Oh my god. You're just holding all of them.
Oh, that's the best! That is literally the cutest thing ever! Oh, a little baby! And now that we've done that, I've got to go work on another commission for Tashi. As you can see, he just gave me 64 diamonds to get him yet another full shulker of spruce. Which, funny enough, I think I actually do have quite a bit of spruce in stock at the store. I should actually probably go check on that. But then we're going to go off and get a full shulker for Tashi. Alright, and we've got that done, so we're going to go... Oop. Wrong one. We've got that done in this one, so we're going to go drop this off to Tashi and then head over to Gray's base and talk about what we're going to do next. So here we are back at Cyber Gray's little Headhunter's bounty board, and I have another bounty claimed. Here it is, the Tadpole, and the rewards for this are mangrove logs, packed mud, and regular mud. And so we're going to go grab some slime balls, head over to the swamp, and start breeding them up. Okay, good news, I actually did find some in my chest, so while I wait to see if anybody has some slime balls I can rob, we can go ahead and get started with these. I'm also going to grab some buckets to bring some tadpoles back with me, because I do want a few for a future project that I will hopefully be working on within the next couple of videos. Let me make sure I also bring one of my spare ender chests. Alright, beautiful, let's head over to the mangrove swamp. So we've got some frogs here in a hole, and I've started working on breeding them up so that hopefully this frog spawn will give us some tadpoles that we can, unfortunately, be not so kind to. And I've been keeping an eye out for any other frogs. So far I've just got the 3, but honestly any that are kind of even slightly far away I'm just not bothering with, because if they come, they walk very, very slowly, even if they're following you with food. So, and I did not bring any leads, foolishly, and I don't have anything to craft one. So, kind of just waiting it out until they're ready to breed up again. If I had 4, it'd be like, great. Oh, hello. May I interest you in some slime balls and following me to a hole? Come with me, please. 3 of you! Please follow. I didn't know. Almost there. Okay. Get them down in the hole. No, this guy fell off. Okay. Get down there. Go on. Go on. Okay, and this guy. Go, go, go. Nice. Okay, we can breed them all up. Very nice. Now I be evil. I'm actually gonna just take these guys in a bucket. Okay, I'm going to remove them from the breeding site as not to murder them in front of their family, I guess. I don't know if this is better or worse that I'm doing it this way, but you know, let's go put them in here. A bucket of tadpole. Bucket. Oh. Okay. Oh. So that was really easy. Did I need 3? Like for each kind of fish? Because it doesn't seem like it. Well, that was a little easier than I expected. And now I just feel kind of cruel because I've got a hole full of frogs. So I'm just gonna wait till all the frogs spawn, kind of do their thing, and take some of these guys home and I don't know, keep them as pets, I guess. I don't know. I feel kind of bad now. Feels really cruel to be catching one of these while having the disembodied head of another in my hand. Yeah, I'd swim away from me too. I don't even blame him. Okay, and now with my inventory full of tadpoles, I'm going to head to Gray's base to drop off this head, shoot him a message and let him know, and then take the rest of these guys back to put them alongside my axolotls, which currently means just inside of a chest, until I, you know, can get to a point of building them a proper home of sorts. So, I guess that's something I should start planning. Not today, but for another day. Alright, let's head home. Oh, but before we make it home, there is a stop I want to make because B-Man and Rue recently put up their beacon shop, which I have been very excitedly waiting. And let's grab my blocks of diamonds. Let's see. The beacon, 26 diamonds. Beautiful. So that's a little too much, but it's alright. Let's do 26. Just like that. And we got our beacon. We can throw the rest of these back in here. And I do already have one from Snick, but I do want to have one to keep at my base and then one to take on the go with me. So the one that's in here is going to stay in here for that purpose, and this one can get put up at my base after we go drop this off and return my tadpoles somewhere a little safer than just filling up my inventory. You know, I really should have granted an HOA violation to the sheriff because, look at this. Look at all these mobs. Absolutely ridiculous. You're supposed to keep the server safe, Sheriff, not make a little mob farm in your backyard. Look at this guy. He wants to eat my face off. Anyways, let's see. Points leaderboard. I have 1 point. Okay, let's see. I have to get a piece of paper. Oh, but I have no levels. Great. So maybe I'll go kill some of that stuff. Beautiful. I have 1 level. Hopefully this is enough. Okay. Okay. I need to name it Cherry. Beautiful. And then, does it matter which one I throw it in? I'm a little confused, but we're just gonna throw it in here. Like that. And then we'll take a little screenshot. Send it over to the sheriff. And let me show you one more time the rewards that we will get once the sheriff approves my little submission there. I believe it says just 1 tadpole. Yep. And we're going to get mangrove, packed mud, and regular mud. I would love to actually use the mangrove in a build. I just have to come up with a build to use the mangrove in, because I don't want to just take my reward and sell it in my shop. Although, I could. I definitely could. I did think about it. But I would like to use the mangrove somewhere. I would like to use all of the colorful woods one way or another. And red's kind of the only color that I don't really have at my base, because there's orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink. The whole rainbow is on this building except for red. I just feel like it kind of ruins the vibe, you know? But I am also, because of that, determined to use it. Plus, I have red flowers all over, so it wouldn't really be that out of place. I just need to decide a build and color combo to use it with to make it still fit in. I think it'll help once I have the bakery in here, kind of bringing in some less pink builds, because it's going to be purple, so it's purple and pink, so it's still gonna be pink, but not fully pink, which kind of should hopefully help a little bit. Let's go drop these off downstairs and then actually grab some iron blocks and figure out where we want to put our beacon. It could be good to just have it like right out here maybe. I thought it would be cool if we could put it like in here somehow, just like in the water, but that seems like a pain to dig out. Maybe over here closer to the tree could be good, but I want it at like a central point so it's not kind of like, I don't know, in a weird spot. Maybe like right here, maybe behind the tree could be good. Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe I'll put it right here. All right, we've got it all dug out. So now we're gonna go fill this in with iron, and hopefully I've got enough here. If not, it's fine. We've got plenty more. And even if I didn't, DL built like literally the most insane iron farm ever, so it wouldn't be hard to go get some more. Throw these in here, and then I can pick regen and, oh shucks, I guess probably just haste would probably be the most worth it. Yeah, we'll just stick with that. Beautiful. And then that doesn't look very good. Right here it looks kind of bad. I think what might help is if I just surround, like, I think the color looks fine. I think I might just surround it with a bush, like how I have here. And I think that'll probably help. So let me go grab some azalea leaves and such. But this is cool that I have this now. Very cute. I'm gonna fix the bush. Don't worry. It's not gonna stay like that. But cute. I've got a little beacon beam at my base. Also, my sign from the tour is still up. And honestly, I think I'm too lazy to take it down. I think it might just stay there for the season. Now that that's done, it's time to move on to working on our build for today, which is going to be our bakery. And the design I'm using for this, it's pretty much exclusively either purple or magenta terracotta. I don't remember which one I chose, but it's that and then just some cherry wood, which I should still have plenty of. Let's go ahead and I'm going to throw all the materials for this in this empty shulker box, and then we will head upstairs. So I ended up not needing only one shulker box, but actually two. But other than that, I also cleaned up my shulker monster. I was procrastinating recording, so I decided to finally do this. These are empty. This is empty. This is just my under chest, which I sorted everything. I've got some stuff in shulkers in like my sorting chest. I want to reorganize my little storage room here yet again. I know I just reorganized it not that long ago, but it low-key stresses me out how much random stuff I just have like thrown in all of these chests. Like, why do I have so many buckets of tadpoles in here? Why do I have like so many seeds? Why is my honeycomb in here? Like, I don't know. I need to fix it. But that's a problem for another day because it's time for us to head upstairs and start building our bakery. Oh, I don't know if I acknowledged this yet, but Tashi made this custom model of my cat, and it's my helmet now. It says headache cap. I should probably change it to say just like Pearl. But that's my little kitty. So right over here is where we are going to be putting this build. As you can see, I am using Lite Medica for this. And yeah, so I have some stuff going on the inside, but I'm not really going to decorate it like that because I'm going to start over and do something else in there other than like this counter I think is in a good spot. But yeah, I think we're ready to go ahead, get started by digging out the floor, and then we can start building up the walls and decorate the inside together. And unfortunately, this does mean that this beautiful little plot of land with people's names on it, who's Clover? This is going to have to go away. So we're going to start digging this out so we can actually start building. And I'm super, super excited to see this build finally in the world. All right, let's, oh no. You're not going to see this, but I'm going to go fix up my tools and then we're going to cut to a time lapse. Alright, and with that, the building itself is done, so it's time that we work on the inside and also the exterior detailing, because we're going to have to make some paths going over to this, which means we're going to have to move this lamppost probably just off to the side right here, and then we're also going to have to knock down this hill right here just a little bit so that we can make a nice path going upwards to connect over here. I think something like a fountain or little seating or like a little bench kind of area could be kind of nice over here just to fill up this space, but we'll see. And then I do want to put some banners on the front. that say fresh, so you can come get your fresh food. But I put in a little request for Rue because I'm horrible at making banners, and I figured it'd just be a lot easier to get some from the banner shop. So we might not have those quite yet, but they will be coming eventually. So first things first, on the inside, here we have this little counter area, and back here will be where we keep, like, quote, the register, or quote, like, the displays. So I've got some stuff in there, and then over here is the little staff storage area, so it'll just be full of chests and barrels and such. And so over here I have a shulker box full of decorations, as well as this chest that's got some more. Let's take all of this inside with us. Alright, and I'm not going to put you through the pain of watching me try to figure out seating, so I will see you when I'm all done. Alright, and now we are finally done with the interior, and I'm super excited to show this to you guys, because I think my interior skills are actually getting a bit better as the season goes on, and I'm quite proud of this one. So, when you walk in, there's a little bell. You can... There it goes. You can ring the bell, say, I'm here. And then I've kind of got little dividers on each side so that it kind of like guides you towards the front. There is a little table here right in the entrance because I didn't like it looking empty, but I don't know if that's too obtrusive, but I kind of think it's cute still. And then over to, if you take a right, we've got this big table for large groups, and then a painting, lots of greenery all around. And as the glowberries grow, I'm going to harvest them, plant a few more, and then to the right more, we have our staff only room, which currently does have my shulker box in it, full of materials that I used to build this. But I've got everything you could need in here: stone cutter, crafting table, storage, extra food. I've got an ender chest, a bed. And then behind the counter, you can close this too, so it's just like closed off to the staff, but obviously we're just going to leave it open because there's not actual staff. And then I've got some ladders around just for decor because I honestly thought it looked pretty cute. And then I've got more chests, some bookshelves, kind of like, I don't know, maybe we've got like menus back here, or like recipes or something, and then smokers, so it's kind of like, oh, you can like watch them cook your food in front of you kind of thing. This I can pretend is kind of like a cash register was the idea. I thought it was kind of cute. Just another plant here. This is our menu, so we've got steak, pork chop, mutton, chicken, bread, golden carrots, cookies, pie, baked potatoes, apples, carrots, and glowberries. I kind of just realized that this is a bakery, and I don't even have cake on here, which is one of the like 3 baked goods we actually have in Minecraft. So once I stop being lazy, I'll probably switch that out and just fill a chest with cake somewhere. But yeah, and then going back to the other side, we have a bunch more tables over here. Got another big table. We've got some... I was going to do like a cute little bar stool design originally, but I feel like I've already been using enough armor stands in this design. I don't want to lag it out because the thing I was kind of trying to do is kind of tricky, and I want something that once they get the cushions added, I can actually switch out / add cushions to it. And this design I was gonna use originally for the bar stools was just very armor stand reliant to the point that it wouldn't have any function. But then over here I've got just a 2-seater table. Over here it's kind of like a seat and then a little booth kind of moment, or like a bench, I guess. And then over here, another small table, and just some more decor. I've got like a little floating shelf over here. And then I'm going to now work on the exterior, starting with this path out here, which I said I'm going to connect up to here, move this lamp, and then put lots of bushes and flowers and stuff around. And as soon as I get those banners from Rue, they will go up here, and then out to the left side of the building over here. We are going to knock this hill back just a little bit so it's not so close to this door. Then we're going to wind this path up the hill to hopefully meet up with this one over here, if I can do it kind of smoothly, which I think I should be able to if I just wind it around this way and down. And I think it should turn out pretty cute. And then we're going to figure out a better... Oh, I'm not wearing my light draft. We're going to figure out a better lighting situation so that it's spawn proof on the roof without having to have like a little pimple on the side of it. So, all right, now let's work on doing the paths and the exterior little greenery and stuff. I'm really happy with how this is coming out so far. So I'm excited to keep going. And here is kind of a bunch of materials I'm going to use. Also some stuff that I had for the interior. And I'll definitely grab more leaves and flowers. But I've got my little path blocks. And I quickly want to say, I did use jungle. I'm going to free cam up here quick. I used jungle and spruce up here, so I might incorporate a little bit of jungle into this main path around here, just so it's not so weird when I use it over here, because I like using them both because I like how these trapdoors look, I like how the barrels look with it, plus they're handy for storing my junk that I totally need to keep here, you know, it's super necessary junk to have around. But oh my gosh, I didn't realize how bad this problem was getting. Maybe I should stop putting barrels in the path. Okay, anyways, let's cut to doing the path. All right, and we have finished up with the whole bakery, so let me go into free cam and show you. Here is that path leading up to it with our banners that say fresh from Rue, and here's what that looks like in the front. I'm so happy with it. And then you can go through and out the other entrance to this side of the hill, and the path winds up to meet up with the greenhouse. And I even put some little benches out here to kind of overlook my whole little base area, so I could like sit over here and just look at my house, my tree, all of this. It's so beautiful, and I'm so happy with this. I definitely think this is probably my favorite interior of the season so far, like easily. And I really hope that you guys like this build as much as I do. But for now, that's where we're gonna end this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye-bye!